What is going on, Washington fans? Welcome to A to Z Sports Washington. It's your boy Josh Taylor, and we are in full swing of the offseason. And honestly, free agency is just 3 weeks away, guys. It is honestly flying by. I don't know about y'all, but it feels like the season just ended, and we are already looking forward to the off season. What's going on, y'all? My guy Master Andrew's in here. Abdullah's in here. What's going on, y'all? Welcome. Radar, Levi. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I told y'all last week we were going to do just a full off-season mock on that tool, the sticktothemodel.com tool that's been out. It came out a couple weeks ago, and they've been honestly just improving it and fixing stuff and just taking feedback and throwing it in there, which is I love to see. So it feels like it's a great time to jump into it. I've honestly only done it like a few times over like the last week or so. So this is going to be interesting, but I want to get y'all's feedback. I want to get some input from y'all as well. And, obviously with the free agency stuff and then with the mock draft, there's just so much that goes into this. We'll talk about, Laremy Tunsil getting his extension. We'll talk about, Deron Payne and whether or not we should extend him, if we should restructure, cut, whatever. I think that'll be the most interesting one, but I appreciate y'all for coming through in the chat. Welcome, guys. Like I said, I want y'all's input on this, and we're going to talk through it all, but I don't want to waste any time because I feel like this is going to take us a hot minute anyways to go through this offseason because this is a critical offseason for Washington. The pressure's on. You have all this money, as you can see here. They're fifth in cap space, and we're going to go through different scenarios where they can free up a couple other $1 million here and there. We'll make some tough decisions, but they're poised to have a big offseason. Now, I think they still have the most free agents after extending Tress Way. And no, they're at 32. That has to be the most. It has to be. That's just an ungodly amount of free agents, but we're going to go through it. But like I said, guys, this is sticktothemodel.com. I think you can do like one or two, like without doing an account, but then you just make a free account and you can do 3 a day, which is plenty. If you're doing more than 3 a day, you have a bigger problem than me, and I'm addicted to this kind of stuff. So like I said, y'all, I want to hear y'all in the comments. If you see something, if you want to do something, let me know. Like Master Andrew said, cut Payne and get DJ Reader from the Lions. That would be great. What's going on? Lights out. Welcome. And matter of fact, as everybody comes in here, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and we'll get this thing shared out to everybody. But the first part of this whole offseason mock is cap management. And I think that's obviously a big thing with, like I said, Deron Payne, with Laremy Tunsil. And I think that's going to be the first obvious thing we're going to do is you see Laremy Tunsil here. And I know it's a little bit of a finer print, so I apologize on that. What's going on, Random? Welcome to the chat. But I think that's the first biggest, obviously, glaring need is extending Laremy Tunsil. So what I love about this is it pops up and it talks about, market value and shows you how every single move impacts everything. Now with Laremy Tunsil, he's 31. You're probably going to do a 3-year deal with Tunsil. And there's probably going to be like some sort of out in that second season. But just from what I've seen and everything, I don't think he's going to be a $27.5 million per year kind of guy. I think you're going to be closer to 30. 30.3, 29.8. I might do 30.3. I feel like that's realistic. So put him at 30.3 per year. And like I said, it breaks down everything here. His cap hit was supposed to be close to 25. It's going to be 24, but they can also restructure it a couple different ways. Make the first year only like a 20 million like cap hit, and then put more for next year because the salary cap's going to go up again even more. And then, like I said, have an out after that second year, and you can do whatever you want. Adam Peters loves those 3-year deals. Like if you look at what they did with Tyler Biotish, what they did with Dorrance Armstrong, Frankie Louvu, when Adam Peters first got here, he was 3-year contract heavy. Of course, he had a couple of these little, older free agents like Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, and some of those guys. But I think that Tunzel's going to be that prime 3-year guy. And like I said, hopefully have an out after that second year, but it depends on what that contract looks like. Like I said, there's so much you can do with it, but for this exercise, I'm doing a 3-year, $30.3 million per year. And it frees up a little bit of salary cap, not a ton for us, but I think in real life, it would be a little bit more if they decide to push a little bit back to the next year and make this around 20. So we're going to extend and we're going to restructure Larry Tunzel. I think that's the first order. It does give us a little bit money, but not like a crazy amount. But like I said, we're not really doing it for the money in this exercise. You just got to extend Larry Tunzel because he was one of the best. I mean, honestly, he was one of the best tackles in all of football last year. Like just breaking down his numbers compared to guys like, Penei Sewell and, Tristan Wirfs and some of those, guys that were top of the league. And I'm like, man, Larry Tunzel did not get enough love for the numbers that he put up this past year. So, you got to extend Larry Tunzel. I would have loved those draft picks, but still, you got a franchise left tackle who was damn good last year. What's going on, Hayden? What's up, Josh? Any interest in Chubb now that he's been released? Seems like he could be a reasonably priced upgrade at edge. I mean, obviously, it depends on what the price is going to be for Chubb, and I don't know if they've updated today's stuff for the websites where they put Tyreek Hill in here. If they put Bradley Chubb in here, I keep wanting to say Nick Chubb. If they put Bradley Chubb in here or not, but I don't know. I feel like he fits the scheme of what they're looking for because I think the Vikings are a great fit for Chubb, just thinking outside of Washington. But I don't know. The injury in 2024, he lost a lot of juice last year, but he still had 8.5 sacks. I think it was 40, 44, 45 pressures last year, if I remember right. So yeah, I'm for sure interested because you got to think, when's Dorrance Armstrong going to play again? Just because if you get Chubb, it doesn't stop you from still drafting a top edge. It shouldn't. You need to double down this draft for sure, especially with Armstrong's injury. Is he my first option? No. We'll go over a bunch, but I'd rather have a Kingsley Egnabare, Ibikite from the Falcons, Boye Mafe, someone like that. But I don't know. I'm not writing him off, but it's not like, man, we need to get Bradley Chubb. That's not how I feel at all. That Jerb said, the more I look at Mansour Delane play, the more I like the possibility of drafting him. Yeah, he's a beast. I would not be mad at getting him at 7 at all. There's a lot of players at 7, honestly. I think Washington is in a good position, but you also have to really build out free agency the right way. So you're not going into the draft holy smokes, we still need an edge. We have to get an edge at 7, or we need another wide receiver. We need a safety. You just don't want to go through that at all. Thank you for your service, Quan, but farewell. Same, LOL. Even more Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles would be a great pick. He's honestly the perfect prospect for Durante Jones's types of defense. Just fantastic. I mean, he would fit like a glove. I'm waiting for that Tunzel to get his deal done soon. Hopefully it is soon. Only 3 years. They would probably go for 5. Shoot, I hope not. That little too far out for me. But yeah, so Tunzel was the first move, and we'll get back to some more chats, but let's get some more moves out of the way. Obviously, Washington is not franchise tagging anybody. And something else I like is these smart suggestions here. It says hey, these are cut candidates. These are restructured candidates. These are extension candidates. Honestly, I'm not doing anything except cutting. Will Harris, I'm going to keep around. But Percy Butler, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he makes the team. So we're going to go ahead and cut Percy Butler. I think they keep Quan Martin around. You might as well. He has more upside somehow than Percy Butler, but we're cutting Percy Butler. My apologies. And then we're also going to be, but that's just the smart suggestions. You can come down here and see everybody. Obviously we're cutting Marshawn Lattimore. That's the easiest. 18.5 mil. Boom. There's your big hit. Now we're up to 104.5. So this is where I want to get y'all's input. Deron Payne. I mean, guys, I mean, you can restructure with the voided year. It'll save 7.6 mil. And it spreads over 2 years. So it's freeing up the 2026 amount. I mean, guys, $28 million hit for Deron Payne is just crazy. I hate to say it, but it's just crazy. Even with the amount of money that Washington has, it's going to go up so fast. You're going to see. You're going to see how fast it goes. But then like cut, I don't think you just cut Deron Payne. Like I don't think that's the option. Like I would love to trade him, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will. So what should we do with Payne? Payne needs to get reconstruction. That's kind of where I'm at. Radar said Deron can go respectfully. I say we keep and restructure it because we'd create another hole in defense for sure. Andrew said trade him for a fourth. The value in a trade won't be as high as well. Yeah, it's really not, honestly. You'd probably get like a fifth or sixth for him. It's just not worth it there. So I'm kind of with the majority of y'all. I'm at least restructuring it. Give him a little bit more guarantees this year, probably, and then pushing out that voided year and spread over the last 2 years. Like, who cares? The Commanders have absolutely like no dead cap at all. It's like 250,000. It's literally because of the 5th round pick that got cut. Why is it slipping? Hampton. They have like no dead cap, like really going into the season. So I'm cool with that. So we're going to restructure Deron Payne, and we freed up almost $8 million more there. Bradley Chubb, talked to him for a little bit. But it depends. It depends. I'm not rolling him off, but I'm still not like pressing to sign Bradley Chubb at all. Got to restructure. Yeah. So yeah, we did trade Payne. I'll take a fourth and go to bed. I wish you could get a fourth for him. We'll see. Keep Payne on his deal. And when do you see us cutting Lattimore? So the Lattimore thing is tricky just because of his injury. It's not this thing where you can just hurry up and do it, but then also his legal issues off the field have kind of helped with that. But it wouldn't surprise me if they get that done sooner rather than later. But like I said, it's just so tricky with the whole injury thing. Like you can't just release a player. It's just a little tricky. So here's another one too. Nick Allegretti. That's another one I was looking at today too. I'm glad you brought that up. And then we'll talk about Chris Paul, because he's another one as well that might get extended because he's a free agent. So let's see. Let's see if we can find, where's Allegretti? There he is. Nick Allegretti. Not really doing much. Hey, you can make him a post June 1st. That's dope. I love how they did that. You can make him a post June 1st designation, and you save $5.8 million in 2026. Get a little bit of dead money. Like I said, who cares? And a little bit of dead money in 2027. Don't care. We're cutting Nick. Didn't even really need to talk about it. That makes too much sense. You can find that depth, and you still have Brandon Coleman. So I think he plays best at tackle when he had to come in. He showed that, but still you can add some more depth at guard as well. Let's talk about, speaking of guard, let's talk about Chris Paul. Do they have him down here with the free agents? Yeah. So we'll talk about Debo too. Chris Paul, they have an interesting number on him. $16 million per year. I think that is too high, but free agency is going to really inflate these numbers is the good way to put it. You're going to see people making some ungodly numbers that you weren't expecting. So like when Alec Pierce was talked about getting 18, 19, he's probably getting closer to 23, 24 because of the salary cap boost, but then also just a really bad free agency group. So hey, are you paying Chris Paul $16 million a year? 4-year, almost $78 million. That's for me, I personally had him in like the 11, 12 range. I think the ceiling would be 13. I think 16 is crazy. If that's the case, yeah, we're going to go somewhere else. But so like the thing I like this too is like, if you're like, hey, 16 is crazy, shoot, it's only going to let me go down to 10.5. That's still what I'm thinking. Extend and restructure. I mean, God, can we just do a 3-year deal? Let's just do a 3-year deal for Chris Paul. Yeah, Jerome said I would sign Chris Paul in the upswing and only 27. He wasn't the best run blocker, but he was really good in pass blocking. I'll say that. Came out of nowhere, 7th round pick. Like, I think he deserves to get paid, but 16 million a year is crazy. Like, I think 12 and a half is very generous. Like I said, I think his absolute ceiling will be 13, but this market is going to be so unpredictable just because of the free agency market. And we'll talk about Wiley here in a second, Kevin. But yeah, I think 3-year, 12 and a half per year. Like, if Chris Paul doesn't take that, I don't know what's going on, but boom, we extended him. Let's lock in Marcus Mariota. Let's do a 1-year deal. 3.7. We'll take it. I think that's cheap. Because he's a free agent. I mean, shoot, saves a salary cap. Yeah, we're still Gucci over here. Like, everyone else is very expendable. We're gonna extend Jake Moody. Shout out to Jake. 4 years. I don't know about that. We're gonna ride this 1-year train, bud. 1 year, $1 million. Extend you. Tressway already got paid, so let's extend him. I think his was like right at one something. Oh, it won't let me do that. Okay. Sure. What the heck? It's very close to what he got paid. We'll do Traylon Burks to 4-year deal. Absolutely not. We're gonna do a 1-year deal. 1 year, 1.4 million. Heck yes. We'll do Traylon Burks. Who else that's free agents would you like to keep around? So Wiley. Why is Wiley a free agent? He must be. I honestly can't remember. There's no one else worth extending. Like, if you were like a good extend candidate would probably be Frankie Louvu, but after last season, I'm not. So we'll see. Yeah, Mekhi Becton got 20 million for 2 years, and he was kind of like a big wild card too. I feel like that can work for Chris Paul for sure. So Marcus got, what was it, 8 last year? But I mean, he's going to have a good outside market, but I don't think his price is going to be that crazy. I could see him signing a $4-5 million 1-year deal and just coming back to Washington and staying with Blau and staying with Jaden one more time. Drake Jackson says Yosoi. I agree. I would like the depth. And he's going to be extremely cheap and he's young. So we're going to go. I know I saw him. Where is he? I feel like some of these aren't free agents though. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm about to say, there's some names. I'm like, these are not free agents. Man, there's a couple. God, they're so old. 36, 32, 30, 32, 30. Jesus. Franchise tag. Okay, so we have to wait for. We're gonna go to the free agency spot and sign him. But everybody else, I think everything else is good. Jacob Martin, I think he is a free agent. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me see. I feel like he is. Jacob Martin. Yeah, he only signed a 1 million or 1-year deal. So yeah, he's a free agent. So let's keep Jacob Martin. Let's throw him in there as well. There's no way. Absolutely not. You're saying 17.6 million a year? No way. That is not even close. Jacob Martin. What does Spot Track have his market value at? That is an absurd number. So let's see. NFL free agents. I'm like terrified to go off this page because I had it like mess up before, so I don't want to risk doing that. 17 million is absolutely crazy for Jacob Martin, so we're not doing that. Yeah, Jacob Martin is a free agent, so that's who I'm looking at now. Trying to see. I mean, there's no way it's going to be a lot, but I mean, he has a premium position. Had some good numbers last year, but I mean, come on. Let's see. All right, well, I'm just going to have to do it on here because my phone doesn't want to do it. So let's go to Spot Track and hope this doesn't mess up. All right, NFL free agents. Let's just go to Washington. And they play this stupid video. And another stupid video. This is why I hate Spot Track right now. All right. Let's see where they have Jake Martin at 2.7 mil per year. That we can work with. I can work with 2.7 mil per year. So let's do this. 2.9, perfect. 1 year. Boom, bop, bam. We'll bring Jacob Martin back. Ooh, now here's what Donald says. Need to sign Debo. That one, honestly, is going to be a no-go for me right now. Because his market value seems crazy. Like crazy. All right, so we got cap management done. So let's go ahead and get over to trades. What are we getting offered? Michael Mayer. I do like Michael Mayer. Calvin Ridley for pick 71. Nick Herbig for pick 71 is very tempting. Bobby Okereke for pick 71. Carl Grandinson, I'm good. Yeah, we're not doing any trades on this one. But Michael Mayer for 145 and 186 is so tempting because I do like Michael Mayer. And Calvin Ridley, I love you, Rid, but I'm not trading pick 71. But Nick Herbig for pick 71 is very, very, very tempting. Nope on Debo. Debo's not worth it at all. Good on Debo unless they get Ayuk. What's going on range? Donald Cooper, no. Yeah, Mark is 1 of 3 quarterbacks that throw a touchdown to himself. Exactly. We need these. What are these trades? I saw one yesterday where it was like Dexter Lawrence for a third. It's not realistic. Yeah, they did get some better trades at all. Mayer is tempting, man. I really like Mayer, but I'm not doing that trade. I'm not doing any of these trades, to be honest with you. We're going to get to free agency and do our mock draft. RFA tenders. None on Jake Moody, none on Tyree Jackson. What do we do with Chris Rodriguez, man? I'm gonna leave it how it is. All right, Debo. They have his market at 22.3 million per year. And honestly, like, I think he makes a lot. I don't think he makes that much. Spot Track has him at 15.7. I think he'll get more than that. Just because of the free agency group, but there's no way I'm paying him. And the thing is, they can like come in and like say, no, I don't want your offer. So good on him. Good on Bobby. Good on Ertz. Good on Noah Igbenogany. Chris Rodriguez. What are y'all thinking? Obviously, you only have one running back right now. Maybe bring back C-Rod. Damn, how much? They said $8 million. You got your damn mind if you think of paying Chris Rodriguez $8 million. Sir, we're gonna offer you 1 year, $5 million. You're gonna like that. Let's wait on running back. Everything else looks good. Like, I'm not losing sleep over any of these guys. We can come back to this if we have to, but I mean, Eddie Goldman, Sheldon Day, yeah, we're good. Let's look at some actual free agents out on the market now. Let's go by position. Let's start with running back, because I think running back is a very interesting one to talk about. I think everyone has their types of players. There's Breece Hall, there's Kenneth Walker, Rico Dowdle, J.K. Dobbins, Javonte Williams, Travis Etienne, Rashad White, Tyler Algier. He's going to make more than that for sure. So we can sign whoever y'all want. I think Breece Hall would be the best option. 3-year at 12.7. Just bump it up to 13 so you can make sure you get him. 25 years old. Let's see. Keep C-Rod. Someone said get Brees Hall. Yeah, Daniel said Travis E could be nice. I do like Travis Etienne. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the actual realistic options. Like, honestly, Rico Dowdle is super intriguing to me. I think Kenneth Walker stays in Seattle. I think Javonte could walk. I think J.K. Dobbins is gone. I think Brees Hall might get franchise tagged, even though it is a pretty hefty tag. I think Travis Etienne could potentially walk, though. I think Rashad White's gone. Algier, I think they'd want to keep him, but I think he could go somewhere else and be fantastic. So for me, I don't think Brees Hall is going to be available. I don't think Kenneth Walker is going to be available. So I think we can go anywhere else. Yeah, Ryan said Brees got to be tagged. No shot they let him walk for free, right? I mean, at the same time, though, like eventually you just got to let that boy go. Like with the trade rumors and just everything, you're starting over. At some point, you gotta just say, hey, go be great, man. We ain't holding you back. They got Rashad Tootin, LaQuint Allen in Jacksonville. Travis would be tough. Kevin said, let's take ETN. I'm good with taking ETN. Like, I think he would be a great fit. He's 27. Let's do a 3-year deal, $7.5 million per year. Dude, I mean, we still have plenty of money. So, but he might, let's bump it up a little bit because he might get some other offers. Let's make an offer. Boom. He accepted. So we signed Travis Etienne. And something else I like that's cool is you can go up here and look at the depth chart and I'll tell you like who you just signed. So like, love you, Bill, but you can hold it, click, and put Travis Etienne as running back 1. And then it also shows you like what holes you still need to fill in. We don't have a right DN, so it just shows you like what you're looking for. So we got a running back. What position should we go to next? Yeah, Dowdle and Bill would be nice. Like I said, I think Rico Dowdle is super underrated. I think he's a great outside runner, but he can still, hit the gaps. I think he gets most of his touchdowns on the outside, but he gets most of his yards from the inside. So weird. Let's go to defense next. Let's go to edge. Let's spice it up. Let's go to edge. Trey Hendrickson. If he doesn't get tagged, I would obviously love to get him. Kwity Paye's there. Odafe away. They traded for him, so I don't know if they would just let him go. But my underrated guys, obviously, Jalen Phillips would be nice. Arnold Ibikite, Boye Mafe, and Kingsley Agnabare are like my three guys where it's like you can add somebody that's going to make a difference, and then you can still draft somebody. Like I don't see them getting Trey Hendrickson. I think they're going to sit down and be like, look, we can get Kingsley, who's 26. Hopefully we can get Boye Mafe, who's only 28. And I think Arnold Ibikite hits the market. He's only 27. Ibikite and Mafe are projected about $9.5 million per year. Kingsley, I think you can get him at a good price, but I like Kingsley, man. I don't think he's going to be like an every down starter, but once again, like you need depth. Like you need people to rotate in. You need you're not going to just be rolling the same guys out over and over and over again. So for me, I'm like, I do love Boye Mafe. But you can get Kingsley for a little bit cheaper, or do you want to get Ibikite or Mafe 9.5, 9? Like I kind of want to lean on Boye Mafe. 3-year deal. What do they have Boye at? And for the record, Spot Track is not the best at projections, just being very honest, but I just use it as an absolute last ditch effort crutch to see what they are saying. Okay, y'all got to cut these videos out though. Just to see what they say. So they said 12.2 for Boye Mafe. I don't think that's bad at all. I was going to say, I feel like 10 is kind of low. So I'd probably go up to like 11.5. I think that's realistic. So Boye Mafe, 3-year, $34.5 million deal. I think that's fantastic, honestly. Trey's value dropped because of his age. Yeah, but I still think they're going to franchise tag him because the Bengals are the Bengals. But yeah, as Daniel Pitts said, Washington checked in on him like twice, and they obviously weren't going to trade a first-round pick for Trey Hendrickson, and rightfully so. You think there's a chance we can get Jalen Phillips from the Eagles? Eagles budget ain't the best. They have a lot of, I don't know, because they traded for him too, but they have a lot that they have to pay for. First round, Bailey or Baines. We'll see how it falls. I like the younger edges on a 3-year deal like Luvu. So yeah, that's where I'm leaning at as well. Think Pitts is available, would be a home run addition. Reek Woolen would be a great addition as well. Think Okada. I don't know if you're talking about Kaneshike Okada, the wrestler, could be depth here at the DC connection. Yeah, we need to add an edge. Mafe, I agree. So the mock draft is at the end here. You can kind of see it right here. But after you do free agency, you head into the draft. This is literally a full off-season mock. So I'm going to do Boye Mafe. I love Boye Mafe. That's my guy. He's only 28. Baller for the Seahawks. 3-year deal, $11.5 million per year. Let's do it. Boom. We got him. Thank God we actually got somebody on defense now. And we don't know when Dorrance Armstrong is going to be back. So we'll see. So let's go to corner next. I want to talk about corner. I think one obvious one for me would be Jeff Okudah. Super, super cheap. Just a depth guy. 1 year, $1.4 million. Come over from the Vikings. He knows Dronte Jones' defense. I know he's not who anyone thought he would be. Complete bust, honestly, but still, you need to fill out some depth guys, and he's super cheap, and he has a connection to the defense, so I'm not even hesitating on signing him. This is where it gets juicy because I really want Josh Jobe, Jalen Watson, or Alontae Taylor. Because Dan Quinn said, look, we are going after corners. We need somebody that can cover. And like, I love Mikey to death, but once again, I'm not letting Mikey hold us back from getting a corner. Flott is expensive, man. Flott, they have him projected at 23.7. That's a huge chunk of change. Craig Newsome wasn't the best with the Jaguars, but also, trade deadline and everything. I'm honestly between Jalen Watson at close to $10 million a year and Alontae Taylor. He's 28, and I think he's 28 too. I think I would go Jalen Watson, to be honest with you. I really, I like him. DMV Mateo says we can get one in the draft. I agree, but as a starter, like, I don't know. I feel like we have to get one. Where is Tyreek Woolen? Where the heck is he? His market's all over the place. They have him at 1.4 mil per year. Okay, that's obviously not right. Spot Track has him as cheap too, I think. Like, his market is all over the place. People have no idea what to expect with Tyreek Woolen, because he's either really, really good or he's really, really bad. Josh Job's at 9.7. They have Reek Woolen at 8.189. I think PFF had him at like 20 a year or something crazy, but he's obviously not getting 1.4 million per year. But man, his market is like impossible to gauge. Club 100 said, how do you feel about Bears corner Nahshon Wright? I love Wright. Would love to see what he could do, but like, was he just a splash in the pan, kind of year? Because I'm thinking about just going with a proven guy. I don't even see where's Wright. I don't even see him on here. I would probably go. I'm gonna go Jalen Watson. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I like Jalen Watson. I think they had him at like close to 10. He's 28. We can do a 3-year deal for Watson. I'm not mad at that at all. I do like Josh Jobe too. He's a feisty dude. Shout out to Jobe, my Alabama guy. I'm gonna go Jalen Watson though. You got Trey Amos, Jalen Watson. I think you definitely still need a nickel corner. Like you still need a nickel corner. But I mean, gosh, you have to like add people. Like Mikey, if you can't play either of them like next year, bro, I'm sorry. Like we can't just like sit around and wait for them. Let's go to safety. Safety, there's a lot of names I like. Kobe Bryant is a good one. Brian Cook is who I usually go to. Jalen Hawkins probably isn't going to leave. Let me see. I feel like I'm taking forever doing this. Jaquan Brisker. He's got some, I love him to death. He's got some concussions. Bayard, Reed Blankenship. I like Kobe Bryant, but I might love Brian Cook. I see Brisker. I see Kobe Bryant and Cook in the chat. Dang, I'm stuck between both. Because I mean, we definitely drafted one too. Like, you need 3 really good safeties in this defense, and I think Will Harris is the only one that would have anything to do. Nick Cross is good too, and he's only 25. Kobe Bryant at 27. He's 27. I'm about to say, I know Brian Cook's not that old either. He's 27, 4.8. Man, I really like Brian Cook. Shoot. You know what? I'm going to go Kobe Bryant, though. I'm going to go Kobe Bryant. I see Bryant. I see a lot of Bryant. Let's go Kobe Bryant. He's a beast. They have him at 7.3. They have him at 14. Don't know about that. Like I said, Spot Track isn't the best, but I do think 7.3 is low. Let's just cut it down the middle. Let's do close to 10. I think that's fair. And he's 27, so let's do another 3-year deal. We're doing long-term deals here, guys. We're not doing these one-year-old veterans anymore. Like that's dead and gone. Let's go to tight end next. Let's look at the depth chart real quick. We've taken some corners here. So we're going to move Jalen Watson to the starter. So Trey Amos, Jalen Watson, Mikey Singer still, and then we're going to get another one. Don't worry. Kobe Bryant. They have him at strong safety. I feel like he would be the free safety. And Will Harris is definitely going to be the strong safety in this scenario. So let's see. Greg Moore, appreciate the super chat. My guy, late question, but if we don't sign Debo, couldn't we get a comp pick? So the easiest way to say it is possibly based off of his market value and what he's projected to go for, he would probably net a 4th round comp pick, not for this next season, but next off season. But it also goes into a giant formula that is impacted by who Washington signs. So if Washington just signs nobody of value, so they just do a ton of small contracts again, they just bring back the same bums and do nothing, then yes, they would probably get around a 4th or a 5th round comp pick next offseason for Debo. But that's not the hope. Like, we need Washington to spend some money this offseason. So if they make these big splash signings, it would cancel out that comp pick just because they're active in free agency and filling in that Debo void. It's super hard to explain, but it's a yes and no. It depends on how they go about free agency. And like I said, there's like a giant formula it goes in. Overthecap.com, if you just type in comp picks, they have a whole breakdown on it, and it's fantastic, honestly. Yeah, just the answer is yes and no. They can get a comp pick, but it's probably unlikely because hopefully they do sign some big names in free agency. And like Debo, just losing Debo wouldn't be as notable as a loss at that point because you spend a ton of money. So it's a yes and no, but I appreciate the question in the super chat, man. Like I said, check out overthecap.com and just type in overthecap.com or just overthecap and type in comp picks after it or compensatory picks, and it'll pop up like their whole formula. It's super detailed. Over the Cap is literally the best. it's like the best site. It's better than Spot Track for sure. Another super chat by Light says, I have a bad feeling that they've brought in Durante Jones to get the most out of the players they have on D instead of replacing them with new free agents. I don't know. I feel like, yes, he's obviously going to help Frankie Louisville. He's going to help Mikey Sarenstill. He's going to help, Trey Amos and hopefully Quan Martin and some of those other guys that are still young and like on rookie deals. But I think they're going to be super aggressive on defense, to be honest with you. I think they're going to take some bigger swings on defense. Especially, like Dan Quinn said, like, we need a pass rusher that can get to the quarterback, the head of the snake, go for him. And we need a corner that can lock down in third downs, big situations, game like stop touchdowns, like just a lockdown dude. Like, I don't think you just say that for no reason. Like, I truly think they're going to be aggressive at the corner spot, but you're also not being like, oh, but we have Mikey, like, we're not going to add another corner. Like, nah, not at all. You add whoever you can at corner, and Mikey going to have to figure that shit out. Like, straight up. Jerome had a good point here. And like I said, and welcome, appreciate both the super chats, by the way. Chig Akwankwo from the Titans has some crazy untapped potential, can stretch the field vertically as well. Definitely a guy I like. But from what I've heard, they really like him too. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, our depth chart looks good. We got Boye Mafe on defense, Jalen Watson. We added Jeff Okudah for some depth, Kobe Bryant at safety. And on offense, we've added Travis Etienne at running back. So we're looking at tight ends, and then we'll go to linebacker. For tight ends, I don't think Kyle Pitts is going to be available. I think your best options are going to be Isaiah Likely, Akwankwo, like we just talked about, Cade Otton, Isaiah Likely, and I feel like there's another one. Or maybe it was just Dallas Goedert, who I was thinking about. He's up top. Dang, I had no idea Jelani Woods was on the Jets. That's crazy. So for me, Akwankwo is only 27. Isaiah Likely's 26. Cade Otton's 27. I think they all three fit. I think the most likely, no pun intended, to hit the market would be Isaiah Likely. They have Charlie Kolar. They're probably going to pay him. They already paid Mark Andrews a stupid extension. I think he's going to be the most available one. Let's see. Can we trade down for this draft? We will see. I don't think a trade down is going to happen. Abel said, when Rap said we could pull up fireworks in offseason, what do you think it means by that? Do you see either signings or trade? I think teams are going to trade a lot more this offseason than usual because of the free agency class, but I think they're just going to take bigger swings in free agency, honestly. But for tight end, I'm going to go Isaiah Likely. He's 26. I'm going to do a 3-year deal. They have him at 14. What does Spot Track have him at? They have him at 8.8. I don't think he's not going to like that. I don't think he's going to like that. We might have to do 14. We got 83 mil left. Okay, he took it. A little bit lower than market value, but he took 14 mil a year. Isaiah Likely, boom. What else do we need? Maybe another wide receiver. Damn, we need some offensive linemen. We need a linebacker. Let's go linebacker next. Nakobe Dean, 15 mil. Yikes. Where's my guy, Devin Bush? Hell yeah, super cheap. They have him at 3 mil. I think that's a little low. Let's see what they have him at. Devin Bush, 8.8. I feel like that's about right. Devin Bush, Quay Walker. Devin Lloyd is definitely not going to be 12.1, and he's going to be like 20 plus. Nakobe Dean, Alex Anzalone would be a great addition if he was actually going to hit the market. Leo Schnall. I think Eric Wilson's going to be a great depth guy. Dang, 32.7. I just don't know if they would do that. I honestly like Devin Bush, honestly. I think Devin Bush at 8.8 mil would be the route I would go. Devin Lloyd's going to have a huge market. He's going to be 20, 21, 22. I don't see that going anywhere. I like Quay Walker. He's not the best in coverage, but I still think he's a great linebacker. I think he's going to be more than that. They have him at 8.2. I think that's low. I'm going to go Devin Bush. And I think he's going to be higher than that. And I think they have a very generous number on him, so I'm going to take advantage of that. 3-year deal for him. I know he's 28, but we can also draft one too. Offer accepted. Bang. Bobby, I know you keep looking at me, bud, but we're not bringing you back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think Bush will get 8 to 10 mil. Jessica, I think he's probably around that range, but I think he'd be a great addition. I think he'd be awesome. And we're going to be rotating linebackers like crazy. So let's move Devin Bush. McGee, you can go over here and take ALKO spot. Okay. All right, cool. We got Luvu, Devin Bush, Jordan McGee. I like it. It's like I just want to fill out some holes, and then we'll go into the draft. And we're like, hey, what can we take? Not like who do we need, you know? I do want to go to defensive tackle next, and then we're gonna hop into this mock draft. Oh, Draymond Jones. Where's my guy? John Franklin Myers would be fantastic. Like I would tell Deron Payne to kick rocks if we can get John Franklin Myers. That would be. I feel like John Franklin Myers would be like a firework, like a underrated firework signing. DJ Reader's 32. Let's bring Darian Mathis back. Let's bring my guy Phil back. John Ridgway. Wow. Tim Settle, Kevin Givens, Benito Jones, LeBron Ray, Roll Tide. Jerk Torrey. We need some depth, but I also want like a dude up front. This draft is really good for D tackle too, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. The drafted D tackle is really good. Logan Hall. Dang, he's cheap. I would not mind him at all. These are some interesting D tackles. I just don't see them doing like a big splash if they keep Deron Payne. That would make no sense. Like we just need like a solid depth guy, like James Lynch. I would probably do him or Jay. I'm just gonna go depth at tackle and see what the draft's gonna bring us. But I mean, if they're keeping Deron Payne, though, there's only so much you can do. You got Payne, a lot of money invested in Kinlaw, and then Johnny Newton has to develop like what's going on. So I'm just gonna get some depth for now. I'm gonna go. God, I would love Tier Tart, but he already re-signed too. Let's go Naquan Jones. I kind of want Naquan Jones. We'll get some depth. We'll do a 1-year deal, 4.7 mil, bang. But we need some more depth as well. We need guys to rotate in. Let's do wide receiver. Tart already got paid. I don't know why he's on here. Tart already got paid, but he's definitely a guy I look at like every offseason. I'm like, man, I want him. All right, wide receiver. We have 60 mil left. We can swing big on Romeo Dobbs. Damn, they got Alec Pierce at 28 million now. Holy shnikes. Jawan Jennings. I see you read my article, Daniel. Yeah, Jawan Jennings at 19. Jalen Naylor in the slot. He's 13 mil. There's not a lot of wide receivers that caught my attention, like Kendrick Bourne, whatever. Rashid Shaheed's going to get paid way more than 8.2. But I'm open. I am open for Naylor. I'm open for Jennings, and I'm open for Dobbs. So for me, it's outside guy, and you need another slot guy. So I would rather get an outside guy. And of course, Ayuk isn't on here. So that, that's another one that I think is a favorite to come to Washington. Like I think he's going to be the outside option. And then they draft a slot guy. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Jawan Jennings. And I know people absolutely hate it. Like, oh, it's just another 49er. Like people have to realize This is a who do you know business. Like, you're not going to, and he said it before, I'm not going to just sign players I don't know and that he can't trust to like long-term deals. So I think Juwan Jennings is a likely option as well. 19 mil. I think that's a little much though. I don't think he makes that much. I would be surprised. Damn, they have him at 23. Okay. Well, we're going to get him for 19 though. But yeah, I would rather have Juwan Jennings over Brandon Ayuk, to be honest with you. So let's do Juwan Jennings, and I'm going to try to draft us a wide receiver. 4-year deal. Yikes. We're going to do 3. We'll bump it up a little bit because I know you got some competition. We'll do 3-year, 19.3 per year. So yeah, 3-year, 57.9 million. The dude played through like 5 broken ribs. He only missed 2 games last year. But yeah, he's tough. Yeah, good point here. I don't know if he's injury prone. I guess like he just gets beat up a lot, but the dude plays through it and he's super productive. Like he had 9 touchdowns last year. Like I said, he's just fantastic. So let's do Juwan Jennings. Brandon Ayuk can kick rocks, says Jessica, and I don't blame you at all. We'll skip on Ayuk, and he's not even on here. So all right, we got Juwan Jennings. He's our outside guy. We'll try to get a slot wide receiver in the draft, which I really like in this draft class. So I have my under the radar guys. Trying to see who else. Let's look at offensive line real quick. Let me see if I can just go through some because we're hitting almost an hour. Trying to see some depth options. Josh Jones. Yo, to be dead honest with you, I would take a swing on Evan Neal if he's $2 million. Sean Ryan, honestly, depth guy makes a ton of sense. Let's do a 2-year. Beef it up a little bit. Definitely needs some depth. Cole Strange, what a name. Kennard, these are restricted. Braxton Jones, wow. Jamari Sawyer, I do like Jamari Sawyer. I'm just thinking tackle depth. Like we need another right tackle. Maybe we'll get one in the draft. But I think this is pretty solid for going into the draft. Like we got a running back, we got a wide receiver, we got a tight end, spend a little bit on offensive line, we got an edge, we just got a depth guy, D tackle, because there's no point in swinging big if they're going to keep drawing pain. We got a linebacker, we got a corner, we got a safety. Yeah, we got Travis Etienne, Juwan Jennings, Sean Ryan has some depth on the offensive line. Wait, where's Likely? I don't know why they do this. Lawrence Cager, you got to go, bud. Can we cut Lawrence Cager? Yeah, we got Isaiah Likely. We got Naquan Jones. We got Boye Mafe, Devin Bush, Jalen Watson, Jeff Okudah, Kobe Bryant. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps him out. I really need to get rid of him, though. Wait, who was it? Lawrence Cager? Yeah, Cager's got to go. Is he a free agent? I feel like he is. Oh, let's go here real quick. Let me get rid of Cager so he can actually. I think they actually have him as like a wide receiver though for some reason. I got to get rid of him because that's going to drive me nuts. Lawrence Cager, yeah, he's a wide receiver. We're going to cut. Now he should be there. Bang. All right, there's Isaiah Likely. I promise y'all we got a tight end. And for shits and giggles, I'm gonna put my boy Ben second. Y'all know I'm biased. Yeah, Juwan Jennings, you're definitely gonna be wide receiver 2. We'll put Luke McCaffrey starting for now. We'll keep it like that. I thought we brought back Marcus Mariota too. Did we not bring back Marcus Mariota? I thought we brought back Marcus. I swear we did. I don't know why he's not popping up, but Marcus is there. I promise you. Andrew, are we bringing back Andrew Wiley? 32? No. We'll bring back Trent Scott, though. Let's bring back Trent Scott for the vibes. Super cheap. Let me see who else intrigues me. Drake Jackson, re-sign, super cheap. Oh yeah, Lucas Niang. He was like super hurt though, so let's kind of pass on him actually. All right, last little bit before I go to the draft. Anybody else? Like I'm over all these older guys. Sheldon Day, we replaced you, so sorry about that. All right, so we got our depth chart. I kept some money. You don't want to max this thing out, by the way. Like you want to keep like 11 to 12 million for the draft. You want to keep another like 10 to 11 for like your practice squad guys. Like you don't want to max this out at $0. Like, by the way. So let's go into the draft. Let's go. Let's do this mock draft. Full draft. We'll just do normal speed. We don't have to rush through it. Start the draft, full draft, bang. 7th overall pick. Here we go. Let's debate. Cardinal Tangos too. Wow. Okay. All right. So we have our pickings for sure. So Ruben Bain is gone. Cardinal Tate's gone. Arvell Reese is gone. Tyson's gone. And I'm not worried about Spencer Fano, obviously. So we got 2 wide receivers gone, and Reese and Bain are gone. So we have Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, and David Bailey still on the board, and Sonny Styles, and then Mansour Delane. And for the Mekhi Lemon stands like myself, Mekhi Lemon is still there. Grab it and hedge at 71. Daniel says to grab Love. Trade down. See, I don't like trading down because I just don't think it's realistic. I know people love to trade down for more picks, but I'm telling y'all, this is a bad draft. No one's going to want to trade down for this draft. I just find it super hard to believe. Go all the way down to 18. Go down to 15. Down to 15, and you get 46. I just don't think I'm not going to do it. There's too many good players on the board right now. There's too many good players with Love, Downs, Bailey, Styles, Delane. Holy smokes. All right. I see Downs. I see Love. I see Bailey. I see Downs. I see Mansour in the chat. This is tricky. This is tricky because we do need a safety. I would put him at free safety, Kobe Bryant. I don't like how they changed that. We still need an edge rusher, obviously. We added Boye Mafe, but we need another. Do we need a corner? We got Jalen Watson. So I might pass on Delane. And then Sonny Styles could fit in. Devin Bush, Frankie Lou, Sonny Styles would be absolutely nuts. I'm leaning, and then of course Jeremiah Love. We already got Travis Etienne, so Bill would pretty much be non-existent. It'd be Travis Etienne and Jeremiah Love, and I just don't think that would be a possibility. So I'm leaning towards David Bailey. It's either going to be for me David Bailey or Caleb Downs. Man, Downs, we need a dog. That's where I'm leaning, honestly. Downs. All right, I see a lot of Downs, so I'm about to go Downs. Downs. Go Downs. And get an edge later. So we'll do that. We'll go Caleb Downs at 7. And the only thing I don't like is you can see your picks, but it doesn't, at least it didn't earlier. Yeah, it doesn't like add it to the depth chart, which sucks, but still. But we can look at the picks and we know where they go. So we got Caleb Downs at 7. Like I said, I might do another one of these or just do a mock draft next Monday and we'll do the trade downs and all that. But realistically, I do not see a trade down happening. I don't see many trades happening in this draft at all, except for like players getting traded before the draft and you get more picks. But yeah, universally, teams do not like this draft much at all. Okay, so we got a safety. Now, realistically, we'd love to get an edge, and I already know who I want. With Derek Moore. Derek Moore is my guy. I would love to get Derek Moore. I just want to see who else is here. We do need a nickel corner. Chandler Rivers is good. I do like Malik Muhammad. Traden Stukes is a dog. Kamari Ramsey would be nice if we didn't get Downs. I would love to get Ramsey. Dominique Orange, Big Citrus. He's a beast. So I'm going to go with Derek Moore. I think Derek Moore at 71 would be a dream. Because I think did Deny Dennis Sutton already go? Not yet. They have him. Damn, how far they have him? 93. Yikes. It's definitely not the 93rd best player in this draft. He's good. So I'm gonna go Derek Moore. I'm gonna go Derek Moore at 71. So we get our edge too. So people aren't gonna hate me. Got Caleb Downs. Got Derek Moore. Honestly, I would be ecstatic if that's how it goes. Like I would love Deny Dennis Sutton too. But they just had Derek Moore higher, so I'm gonna take him. Like I think it's pretty close, to be honest with you. I think they both are high motor players. I think they're both gonna be great pros. So now we'll see how the board falls to us and where we pick next. The weight. We do have a good weight. 145. Oh, Jalen Kilgore would have been a good one. Justin Jolly. All right, let's see what we got. Eric Rivers. Okay, he's smaller. Do I want to put him in the slot, though? Josh Cameron. He's such an interesting prospect, too. He's a dog. He's a dog. He wore like 34. He's just super weird body, but physical as hell. Like I would absolutely hate covering him. Xavier Harris. We can get some more offensive line help. Jaden Roberts. Stribling. Jamari Taylor. I love Jamari Taylor. And I think this next pick is going to be where my slot wide receiver comes in. And there's my nickel corner that I like, Jaden Kennedy. I love Jaden Kennedy. I think he's a great pick. But we still technically need depth on the offensive line, depth at running back. I think we're good on tight end. A nickel corner, a slot wide receiver, and we could use another D tackle in the depth. Let me see. This is tricky because I want a guy that's gonna play a lot off the rip. Like Rashawn Benny is interesting to me. KJ Daniels on the outside. I mean, did we add 2 wide receivers in the draft? Terry McLaurin, Jawan Jennings. So we'd have one. I mean, shoot, we need another. Yeah, we need another. Whoops. We might have to double down on wide receiver in the draft. Just looking at the secondary too. Like, I know we got Caleb Downs. I do want another nickel corner. CJ Daniels, yeah, man. But I know I'm going to take another slot wide receiver later. But I mean, screw it. I might just do both. Like, Washington has no depth at wide receiver either. Absolutely none. But am I taking CJ Daniels over Eric Rivers? Famo is actually really good. Depth at tackle too. I'll go CJ Daniels, man. I thought we did re-sign Burks. We did re-sign Burks. Kevin Coleman, where's he at? He's probably already gone. Cyrus Allen is my pick. Lewis Bond is my pick. Trying to think of more slot guys. Those are like my top 2 slot guys later in the draft. Where do they have them ranked? Bond, we can wait on. Yeah, they got them both ranked low. I think Cyrus Allen's a dog, like a dog. All right, we'll go CJ Daniels. We saw some CJ Daniels, but we did get Traylon Burks. They didn't put him in here though. But I mean, still, realistically, Ja'Cory Brooks and Jacoby Jones aren't going to be on the active roster. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4 for Brooks. I mean, Burks, 5 Jalen Lane. We'll add another. Maybe I'll wait then. I want to get that slot guy. Like, we desperately need a really good slot guy. Damani Jones is depth at corner. Oh, man. This is tricky as shit. I'm not even going to lie. This is a tough one. Drew Eller. Skylar Gill Howard. Maybe we just add another D. I like these D tackles. And I think D tackle at this point of the draft is really deep. Maybe we just get somebody that we know is going to play. Rashawn Benny, Sky Gill Howard, and Xavier Harris. I might go Xavier Harris. I don't care. Build the trenches anytime you can. Do not care. I did it. Picks. So yeah, we got Caleb Downs. We got Derek Moore. We got Xavier Harris. We are building. They got us as an A- right now. Hell yeah. I mean, I love Harris too. I think he's a beast. And I don't care how many people we have on the D tackle spot. Like, we need to add some people. All right, 186. 186. Let's see. I like Tanner Koziol. Dang, I feel bad going just like straight up defense all the time. But I'm going Jaden Kennedy, man. We need a nickel corner, and he's a feisty dude. He can move around some as well. I'm taking him. I don't even care. Like, I've already linked him to Washington for the longest time. And now we're gonna go wide receiver, and I'm jumping. I don't care. Cyrus Allen's a dog. He's not gonna make it to 253. 12 touchdowns last year. They finally played him in the slot. Elite route runner. Yes. And I do love Kevin Coleman, by the way, DMV. I didn't see him in there. He must have went like higher than I thought. And then here I've been taking some depth at offensive line. Let me put y'all on to somebody I like. Out of Georgia, where's he at? Micah Morris. He's a little raw, but I'm a big Micah Morris fan. I do like Farmer. Pat Coogan is an interesting one because you need some depth at center. Maybe play him at guard if you have to. Brockmeyer is another one. Brockermeyer. Nolan Rucci, he's depth at tackle. But I do really like Micah Morris. I think he's got some goods. And I don't know any of these guys, honestly. So that's who I've been taking here in the 7th. If you can get a dude like him, man, dude, he's a mover. But Coogan is super tempting right here. Like, even if they have him listed as a center, I don't care. Like, play him at guard. I mean, 6'4", 310. Like, yeah. I love how they did this too. Look at this. Bang. High floor starter projection. Yeah, let's take Pat, man. Let's do it. You talked me into it, Daniel. You moved me off of Morris, but I do like Morris a lot too. Like I said, I think he's super raw, but put him. Let him work with Cosme. Let him work with some of those veterans in the line. I think Morris out of Georgia has some goods to watch. I think his name's going to be hot around the draft. All right, so they don't like our future outlook, probably because we spent a lot of money, but that's okay. Our future looks bright, in my opinion. So I don't think they put absolutely everybody on here because I know we did get Traylon Burks. We did get Marcus Mariota, and they aren't on here, but I think they got all the majority people. So let me see if I can zoom in. Nope. Okay, maybe not. No zooming in. I'm trying to tell y'all. So that says Travis Etienne. We got Travis Etienne in free agency. We got Juwan Jennings. We got Isaiah Likely. We got Sean Rayon for depth at guard. We got Trent Scott back. We got Naquan Jones at depth at tackle. We got Boye Mafe, brought back Drake Jackson. We got Devin Bush at linebacker. Swung big, got Jalen Watson at corner. Jeff Okudah for some depth coming over from the Vikings since he worked with Dronte Jones. Kobe Bryant at safety. He's definitely starting over Reeves. And we still got $36.2 million in cap hit, in cap left, but realistically, that's going to like your practice squad guys. That's going to your draft picks. And we only have 6 draft picks. So we cut Percy Butler, we cut Marshawn Lattimore, we cut Allegretti post June 1st, cut Lawrence Cager, freed up a little bit of money. We restructured Deron Payne, got 7.6 mil, added the void year. So it splits it out over 2 years. Who cares? Extended Larry Tunzel, got him 30.3 mil per year. He's happy. Cool. I'm happy. Chris Paul got him a good little contract. 12.5. Oh, here we go. It says Marcus Mariota. There we go. We got him super cheap. Brought back Jake Moody. Tressway got his extension already in real life. Brought back Burks. Brought back Jacob Martin. And then here's all of our signings as well, and pretty much what we got them for at the yearly amounts. And then our draft picks, of course, that's important. I know it is pretty defensive heavy, but I will say this is a very defensive draft anyways. So I don't think it's out of the realm. But we got Caleb Downs, we got Derek Moore, we got Xavier Harris, D tackle out of Ole Miss. Really like him. Look him up if you haven't already. Jaden Kennedy is a dog at nickel. I like him a lot. Might even take over the starting spot. But I think he can play a couple different spots, but he's feisty in coverage. One of the better guys. Him and Dylan Thieneman, in my opinion, were like their best secondary guys. Cyrus Allen is one of my guys. Like, when you make a my guys list, it should be like 3rd round and beyond. Cyrus Allen is that guy for me. So is Kevin Coleman. But I think Cyrus Allen's going to be a stud in the NFL. Late round Jim. And then Pat Coogan, center at Indiana. We do need depth at center, but then also guard as well. He can play. I think he can play anywhere in this front 3 interior spots, to be honest with you. But I'm happy with this, man. We still got some money to play with. This is my first time doing it top to bottom, start to finish, and we did it in an hour and some change. So I'm happy with it. I think we killed it, to be honest with you. I really appreciate all the input that I got in the chat from y'all and helping me, because I am so back and forth on this. I treat this like it's the actual thing happening. But I like this roster. I think Washington has to be aggressive in free agency, but it doesn't have to be reckless. Like, getting Kobe Bryant doesn't have to be reckless. Getting Devin Bush doesn't have to be reckless. Like Boye Mafe, like they're gonna be pricey, but it's not like you're paying, like 28 mil for Alec Pierce. It's not like you're paying 22, 23 plus for Devin Lloyd, or paying Trey Hendrickson if he doesn't get tagged like 26, 27. Like, you're not, like, some of those moves are a little risky, but like Travis Etienne to like 8 mil a year, cool. I can get down with that. 9 mil a year, 10 mil a year for him, whatever. Isaiah Likely, if he's asking for 13, 14 a year, you can afford that. So, but I just want to see these younger guys, and younger doesn't have to be 23, 24. Like, that's not realistic. But guys coming off of their rookie contracts, like Isaiah Likely, and coming into their own, like Jalen Watson, Kobe Bryant, like guys who are like, they already had big roles, but they're just ready for that next step and hopefully hitting their prime. So I appreciate I'm really happy with how this turned out, because it is a lot to kind of maneuver. But if you want to do the same thing, go to sticktothemodel.com and do your own full off-season mock, from your cap management to trades to free agency and then to the draft. They gave us an A. The only thing they didn't like, once again, is the future outlook, because I spent a little bit of money, a little bit too much money in their opinion. There's some future dead money out there that we kind of push forward, but who cares? Washington like barely has any dead money, so I'm not even worried about that. I'm just trying to win and build a legit roster. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button as well. And next Monday, we might just do a straight up mock draft, or because we still have 3 weeks till free agency. So we'll either do some free agency, just chopping it up, talking about different prospects, or we'll do a mock draft on the channel. But same time next week, Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'll be live on the channel. Make sure y'all come back. And like I said, this off season is flying by, y'all. I'm so excited. 3 weeks to free agency. The frenzy begins. You know, I want to have you covered. I'll be doing live stuff. I'll be doing all my articles on A to Z sports.com. So be sure to check that out as well. That's something I'm doing heavy right now. Talking about Tyreek Hill, talking about Chubb, talking about Juwan Jennings, and all the defensive moves. Even the Jake Olsen hiring, love his addition. Maybe we get AJ Halsey in the draft because of him. But be sure to check out all the articles as well, not just the video stuff. So, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I thought it'd be stressful, but y'all made it easier. So, thanks for coming by. Be sure to hit subscribe, and I'll see y'all same time next week. Peace.